Welcome back, guys, to Under the Influence. This episode is The Dark Side of Fame, the O.J. Simpson case. The legacy of influence, guys. I'm Alexis Knight, and today, here in the third and final episode of the Under the Influence O.J. episodes, we are going to wrap up our deep dive into the case. We've explored how Simpson's fame and charisma influenced the trial. It influenced the jury. It also influenced the public. But now in this third part here, it's time to step back, and we're going to take a look at the broader implications of this case and how it changed the way we think about fame and justice and the power of influence. Remember, there are 2 episodes before this. If you missed them, go get them and come back to this. This is part 3. Let's dive into the legacy that O.J. Simpson's case left behind. It's one that still resonates today. The O.J. Simpson trial, this was not just a legal battle. This was a cultural event that left a lasting impact on American society. The trial exposed deep racial and social divides. It brought issues of race and justice to the forefront, and it changed the way media covered high-profile cases. But beyond these immediate effects, the trial also had a profound influence on how we think about fame and influence and the legal system. One of the most significant legacies of the trial here is how it highlighted the power of celebrity to shape public perception and ultimately justice. The trial demonstrated that fame isn't just about popularity, it's a form of influence that can be wielded in the courtroom, the media, and the court of public opinion. Simpson's status as a beloved public figure, it gave him his advantage. It did. And most defendants cannot get this. They can only dream of something like that. Something that would allow them to control the narrative and sway public opinion. People don't get that. But this trial also showed the darker side of fame, how it can distort the truth, obscure facts, and even undermine the pursuit of justice. The O.J. Simpson case became a symbol of the dangers of allowing celebrity to overshadow substance, of letting charisma and image take precedence over evidence and plain reality. The media's coverage of the O.J. Simpson trial, it set a new standard for how high-profile cases would be covered going forward. It changed all of that. This trial was one of the first to be broadcast live from start to finish, with every moment dissected and analyzed by the media. This saturation coverage turned the trial into the spectacle that it was, with viewers tuning in not just for the legal drama, but for the entertainment value. People got excited to watch this. The trial's media coverage, and I've said this, it also blurred the lines between news and entertainment. And we really need to pay attention to that. It's a trend that it's only intensified in the years since this case, if you have not noticed. The O.J. Simpson case, not all of you have heard it or were here to observe it in the way that a lot of people did. But I'm sure that even today you can get all of the information about this case. It was everywhere. The O.J. Simpson case, it paved the way for the 24-hour news cycle. I mean, we have it, we expect it, and this is what started that. With every detail, of a high-profile case, it's now broadcast and debated around the clock. This case also influenced the rise of reality TV, where the line between reality and performance is also often blurred. But this shift in media coverage, it has come with consequences. The intense focus on Simpson's fame and charisma often overshadowed the facts of the case, leading to a trial where perception mattered more than the evidence. The media's role in shaping public opinion has raised questions about the impact of celebrity on justice and whether the pursuit of ratings and sensationalism has compromised the integrity of the legal system. The influence of the O.J. Simpson trial extends far beyond the courtroom. The case has become a touchstone for discussions about race and justice and the power of influence in American society. It has sparked debates about the role of celebrity in the legal system, the impact of media coverage on high-profile cases, and the ways in which fame can be both a shield and a weapon. The trial also exposed the vulnerabilities in the legal system, showing how easily it can be swayed by the factors unrelated to the case. Simpson's acquittal, despite the substantial evidence against him, has been cited as an example of how fame and influence can tip the scales of justice. And this case became a cautionary tale about the dangers of allowing celebrity to interfere with the pursuit of truth. But perhaps the most enduring legacy of the O.J. Simpson trial is the way that it shaped our understanding of influence itself. And that's what we're doing here in the Under the Influence series. This case forced us to confront the reality that fame is not just about being known. It is about having power, the power over others. Whether it's the power to sway public opinion, to maybe shape a narrative, or to influence the outcome of a trial. Fame is a force, and it can be both incredibly potent and deeply dangerous. As we conclude here our exploration of the O.J. Simpson case, it's clear that this was more than just a murder trial. It was a trial of how fame and how influence can shape our world. Simpson's case is a reminder of how easily we all can be manipulated by image and charisma, how quickly we can be drawn into a narrative that obscures the truth. And I say that because I want us to notice that. We always wonder, why do people join cults? Why did that woman go nuts and kill her husband that day? What's going on here? But they were manipulated in some of these cases, and they have been influenced by others to commit these horrendous acts. And my point of this is to show all of us that we all can be manipulated. It's not just, that guy or that woman or someone other than you. It also can happen to any one of us, as the big example of the O.J. Simpson case showed us. But of course, the lessons of the O.J. trial go beyond just this one case. They challenge us to think critically about the role of fame in our society, to question how much power we give to celebrities. We're allowing them to influence us. It's to help us recognize the ways in which influence can be used to manipulate and control. Now, as we move forward in the Under the Influence series, we are going to continue to explore these themes, looking at other cases where fame has played a central role in shaping the outcome. All right, in this final part here, this final piece of our 3-part Under the Influence O.J. series, we've explored the lasting legacy of the trial, how it changed the way we think about fame, influence, and justice. But this was just the beginning of our journey, guys, into the dark side of fame. I will have more episodes. We will dive into other cases where celebrity and power have played a central role in criminal behavior. This is Alexis Knight, and you've been listening to Under the Influence, the dark side of fame, the O.J. Simpson case. Until next time, guys, stay vigilant, stay curious, and remember, fame isn't always what it seems.